EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss. Ito Smith takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Be incomplete. The long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep is Trevor Davis. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cam's going to run the option right. He can run for it, and he will. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But 4th down now. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Eli Harrell able to get him for a loss of about 3. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here for Davis. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first?
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now pass complete to Hogan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
54. Let's go.
Newton on first down. Man open is Hogan again. 7 yards, the pickup. Simply on the first quarter.
Team because short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. Here's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
At the Falcons' 19-yard line.
Ready? You're set, ready? Mike 45. I'm coming for you. Mine. Ready?
Newton to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth down. Now they lose it. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On second down now, it's Smith, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Second down, it's Smith. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready, back 25. Stop your whining.
On 3rd down, Ryan looking deep for Julio, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check, 59.
Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
To hit a receiver a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready, blue 80. Check, 59. Check. Ready to go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Ready, 280. 59. Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 59, ready.
Here's Ryan to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the tight end, Luke Stocker, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down, ready, 25. Watch the ship, hey, watch the ship.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready, blue 80, 59. Hey, watch the slant. Mike is 59. 21.
There's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Panthers' 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Check 4. Hey, right. Switch. Topper.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. We'll take the field goal right here.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. We always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They fake the give. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Great.
To throw again. Newton. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Cam's going to run the option right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better, 3 and out.
Ready, Mike 45. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Great. Got 4 down. 45 to Mike.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He may try and run for this. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Newton on third down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good return there, 17 yards.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
51, down. Alert three.
Throwing on second down. Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
51, down.
To throw on third down. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cam, option left. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ready? Look at it. Go.
From the 40 now on second down. Newton. And this this one's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. Third down here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set. 180. 45. Mike. 45. Come on, D. Gun. Look at it.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 5 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And it's third down.
Looking on, ready. Hey, pick your game up. 58.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready? 180! Don't get nervous.
Now Newton on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Cam's going to run the option right. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
45's the mark. It's been long.
Third and long. It's Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ready? Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Now Bonner. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down. That's the end of the third.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
I got you. I got you.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready?
Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
5-minute Falcons on 3rd down.
No. 8.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Wright's got it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get...
And a loose football, and the Falcons grab it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready. Mike 59. Right here. Ready to go.
Now a run for Barner. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run again with Barner. And an alley to run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Mike is 59.
6 man.
61. Sub.
Check three.
Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us, is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Bryant is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing again. Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Barner. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready, 280, 25. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run. It's Barner. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
The Panthers take over 2nd and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
That's right, baby. They don't want us.
On first down, Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. On first down, Rosales. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Olesen. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Mike 25. Check.
Here's Olesen. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now Olesen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Check. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go.
On the carry, here's Smith. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.